Today I'm going to be discussing 5 different scientific concepts relating to food. The first is a Maillard reaction, which occurs when heat is applied to something that contains carbohydrates and proteins, creating a new flavor, color, and aroma. The Maillard reaction involves an amino acid and a carbohydrate in the form of a reducing sugar, and during it, compounds develop, simultaneously break down, and form new compounds. Specifically with French fries, the Maillard reaction occurs when potatoes are added to oil at a temperature higher than 140 degrees Celsius. The second concept is caramelization, which is similar to the Maillard reaction, but is non-enzymatic, meaning it doesn't involve an amino acid. Caramelization occurs when heat is applied to sugar, and pyrolysis occurs, which is the decomposition of sugar. This leads to a darkened color and added bitter or caramel flavor. The example shown here is creme brulee, where heat is added with a blowtorch to sugar, causing it to brown and taste caramelly and burnt. Next is fermentation, which is a chemical reaction where bacteria, yeast, or microorganisms are added to something to convert it to acids, gases, or alcohol. Fermentation can improve the nutritional value of a food and also provide distinct flavor that is usually sour or acidic. The example shown is yogurt, which is made by heating milk and adding bacteria like Lactobacillus bulgaricis and Streptococcus thermophilus, and left to sit for several hours at a warm temperature, usually about 110 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Next is creaming, also known as mechanical leavening, often used in baking. Creaming is the act of incorporating air into dough, and when it comes to making cookies, this allows a cookie to puff up in the oven. In this context, it usually involves sugar and butter. Lastly, aerating is another technique used in baking, but more so with foods such as cakes. Aeration is when gas is introduced into a liquid. With the example shown in the screen, eggs are beaten, trapping air into the egg, and thus the batter as a whole, making the cake super light and fluffy when baked.